Triple Force Friday at 7:55 a.m. and we're outside of a Target. There's already two guys waiting out front. See? Really, the only thing I'm hunting is the Mandalorian. That was an eventful Force Friday. Got my Mandalorian. This is funny, I walked in on the two guys on the toy aisle, and right when I turned the corner, I went, "Happy Force Friday!" And they just like death stared me and grabbed all their stuff, and I felt bad. I was like, oh man, like I'm not here to mess with y'all. I'm just here, man. It was really cool to see that they had, you know, things set up. It's weird though, they didn't really have that much. The stock was still pretty low. Still a lot of old stock was surrounding this apparent new stock. And see, I thought they were just trying to like wipe clean all the old stock. I mean, you could look at so many toy hunting videos out there. Everything's on clearance, or, you know, around here, a lot of places just don't even have anything up anymore. They maybe have 4 figures out and they're all from the Solo line or something. I only really knew I had to have the Mandalorian in some fashion or another. Whether it was carbonized, regular Black Series, or the first edition, I don't really care. I'll still keep my eye out for the carbonized one, just because it seems to be the first Target exclusive that people are really hunting, maybe? When people talk about Target exclusives, it's usually a laughing stock, because a lot of people would call them peg warmers. They just sit on pegs all day for months and months and months. I mean, look at Vandor Chewbacca. I got mine for $5.94. Maybe a carbonized Mandalorian will be a peg warmer. Probably not, and I'm just living in some fantasy world. I'm gonna go home, do a small unboxing of this character, and it's gonna be Triple Force Friday for me. So here he is, the Mandalorian. It's a great figure. I'm gonna kind of cut between this and some shots, just up close shots, unboxing of it and things like that. But first off, I really like the white packaging. Nice little change of pace for the first edition on Triple Force Friday. Another thing, right out of the box, his paint job looks really good. The first thing I thought when I pulled this Mandalorian out of the package was, for some reason, his figure just, I guess it's his color or the way his armor is kind of mismatched and things like that. Just reminds me of the video game Destiny. It reminds me of the Guardians. Like all Black Series figures, when they come out, they're a little stiff. I had to just kind of work with the joints a little bit, especially where his elbows bend. His weapons look great. His armor looks good. I think I prefer his plastic cape over, say, if they gave him a cloth cape. I don't know, I just think it fits the character better. I feel like if they put a plastic cape on it, much like the Boba Fett over here, this is the Archive series Boba Fett, by the way, not the original, it might cheapen the figure a little bit, but that's not to say that the Boba Fett feels cheap. I was thinking about it on the ride over here. I was like, is that Boba Fett gonna match up to this Mandalorian? Because for some reason when I look at the Mandalorian, I go, oh, his helmet's gonna be smaller for sure. It's really not, actually. There's maybe a slight difference, but nothing crazy. Back to his accessories, I love the blaster that they gave him from the holiday special. The little tuning fork blaster is really cool. His pistol looks great. The paint job and everything looks really good. If I had to have any complaint as to what I don't like, there's one thing, and it's just his undershirt. That light tan undershirt. Just the plastic that they have on it, I don't know, the sheen that's on it, maybe I don't care for. I love his colorway, the brown, the tans, the dark blues, the silver helmet. Like, it's just a good mix of color. This was the Triple Force Friday pickup I knew I had to have. I kind of could have passed on everything else, but you know, I'm super excited for the Mandalorian because it does look pretty good, actually. And this is coming from somebody who really only acknowledges the original trilogy as the good Star Wars movies. The Mandalorian is shaping up to be really good. Went to a few panels at Dragon Con about it, the speculation panels, nothing crazy. And then just reading about it, seeing the screenshots, seeing the images coming out about it, it looks fantastic. And you know, it's got the guy who essentially started the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Jon Favreau, behind it. I mean, I don't think it can be bad, if that makes sense, especially at this point in Disney's run with Star Wars, and they've had to have learned from previous mistakes. Happy Triple Force Friday. Hopefully you went out and got some of the really cool stuff that's out there right now. Feel free to leave down in the comments section what you picked up on Triple Force Friday. And yeah, that's it. Evil Lee out, guys.